Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan kami dari kelompok 4 akan mempresentasikan tentang descriptive text and recount text. Yang pertama, nama saya adalah Firdaus dengan NIM 23211065 akan menjelaskan sedikit tentang descriptive text. Descriptive text. What is the descriptive text? Descriptive text is a text which says what a person or thing is like. Its purpose is to describe and reveal a particular person, place, or things. The generic structure of a descriptive text. Number 1 is identification. Is an identification identifying the phenomenon to be described. Number 2, description. Describing the phenomenon in part, qualities, or characteristic. This is language features. Using attributes and identifying process. Number 1 is using simple present tense. Number 2, detailed noun phrase to provide information about the subject. Number 3, various kind of adjectives that are describing. Number 3, thinking verb and feeling verb to impress view and outer personal about the subject. Number 4, action verb. Number 5, adverbials. And number 6 is figurative language such as similes, metaphor, and metaphora. And this is example of a descriptive text. There is a identification and description. In identification, there is a Borobudur is a Hindu-Buddhist temple. It was built in the 9th century under Sailendra dynasty of ancient Mataram Kingdom. Borobudur is located in Magelang, Central Java, Indonesia. In description we have a Borobudur, well known all over the world. Its construction is influenced by the Gupta architecture of India. The temple is constructed on a hill 46 high and consists of 8 step-like stone terraces. The first 5 terraces are square and surrounded by wall adorned with Buddhist sculpture in bas relief. The upper 3 are circular. Each of them is with a circle of bell-shaped stupa. The entire edifice is crowned by a larger stupa in the center of the top circle. The way to summit extends throughout some 4-8 kilometers of passage and stairways. The design of Borobudur, which symbolizes the structure of universe, influenced temple at Angkor, Cambodia. And the last is description 2. It's Borobudur temple, which is dedicated as an Indonesian monument in 1983, is a valuable treasure for Indonesian people. Mungkin hanya itu yang dapat saya sampaikan. Selanjutnya recount text akan dibacakan oleh saudari Fadatil Nazifa.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Fadatil Nazifa dengan NIM 232110 Baiklah, saya akan melanjutkan penjelasan yang tadi dijelaskan oleh saudara Firdaus. Selanjutnya, materi kita tentang recount text. Yang pertama, what? Apa itu recount text? Recount text yaitu tells about something that happened in the past. Maksudnya yaitu recount text itu menceritakan tentang sebuah kejadian yang sudah terjadi atau kejadian di masa lampau. Selanjutnya, what can it be? Yang pertama, factual, such as news story. Procedural, such as telling someone how you bought something. Personal, such as family holiday or your opinion on a subject. Newspaper or the television news. Letters and postcards. Textbooks. Conversations with friends. Selanjutnya, what is it like? The details in a recount can include what happened, who was involved, where it took place, when it happened, and why it occurred. Selanjutnya, next, what's for? Untuk apa? Yaitu to tell us about a story or an event. Selanjutnya, how? Usually given in the order that the event occurred. Baiklah, penjelasan selanjutnya akan dijelaskan oleh Widya. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, saya Widya Rofifa dengan NIM 2321075 akan melanjutkan penjelasan dari Fuadatil Nazifah. Structure. A well-structured recount includes detail of the event or topic and personal opinions. Written recounts often start with a heading or title. Letters and journal entries do not usually have a title. Oral recounts might have a title if you are giving a presentation. If you are just talking with friends, a title is not usually needed. Next, generic structure. First, the introductory paragraph or orientation. Second, the sequence of events. Third, the conclusion or reorientation. Cara pembuatan struktur ada 3. Yang pertama, introductory paragraph or orientation, yaitu pengenalan, bisa dalam pengenalan tokoh atau pengenalan awal cerita. The sequence of events adalah peristiwa-peristiwa yang terjadi. And the third, the conclusion or reorientation adalah kesimpulan. The introductory paragraph or orientation introduces the topic or event, includes who, what, where, when, why, and possible how. The second of events, the body of the text, where the recount is told in chronological order, the order that the event happens, yaitu menjelaskan peristiwa-peristiwa yang terdapat dalam cerita sesuai kronologi yang terjadi. The conclusion or reorientation, where the reader or speaker can give personal opinions about the topic or event. The writer or speaker may also comment on how this event or topic may affect other things in the future. You may also include other people's opinions or quotes on the topic or event. Jadi, kita juga harus memasukkan beberapa pendapat dari orang-orang atau segelintir pendapat dari topik yang kita bicarakan. Language features, written in the past tense because they all about something that has already happened. Use action verbs. The factual information in a recount must be accurate. Recounts can also include the speaker's or writer's personal thoughts on the event or topics. Example: orientation. Last Wednesday was a tiring day. I spent my time to do a lot of activities. that I had no time to take a rest. Event. First,